get away. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to life. Ain't it like taste bitter?
Live on Facebook. Welcome to the show. JC Bible, Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Here with my business partner, Mr. Robert Orfino, and he just stepped away. Oh, Airbnb thing. I'll tell you, there's a lot of really great things about being in Texas. I'm a native Texan, but I will tell you this. When allergy season kicks off in earnest, which is about this time of year, there is this yellow pollen that's on everything, and it is absolutely killing us. Rob's not doing so good. A-Rock's over here getting whipped. I mean, it was yesterday. I just left the office as soon as I got done with the show and slept till about, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been taking drugs like it's going out of style. So it's this time of year, and usually for me, it's 2 or 3 days out of the month of April and this is probably the most amazing thing. This is not just the Gulf Coast. If you go to the hill country, it's cedar. But down here in the Gulf Coast, it's pollen. And what will amaze you your first spring here is you go into winter and everything's dead. There's no leaves on the trees. The grass is dead. I mean, everything is dead. In the span of 2 to 3 weeks, it turns green like that. Like overnight, you wake up the next morning and the trees all have leaves. There's just, everything is green. And then it starts producing all this pollen. So there's pollen on everything right now. I did a bike ride on Sunday. I wasn't feeling like top notch on Sunday. I did 9 hours of driving on Saturday. So I figured that was it. And I was eating. Dude, I bought one of those boxes of fudge from Buc-ee's.
Oh, nice.
And I was sitting there eating fudge, riding in the truck. So I figured what I was feeling Sunday was, the
sugar claps.
Yeah, I figured it was all that. I was like, am I going into diabetic shock here? That's what I thought was going on Sunday.
Too funny.
On the bike Sunday, and then yesterday I was like, I had enough. So sleeping a lot of Dayquil and Claritin D, and
yeah, I'm feeling better
right
today.
as rain.
Yep,
it's awful.
Watching the Jeep every other day. Yeah, it's pain.
Oh, look at you washing your truck.
Well, I got the unlimited.
I do too, but I swear I take it in like twice a month. I need to take it in because it's an absolute disaster right now.
Right.
But yeah, so one of the negatives of living in Texas is springtime when the pollen comes out.
I'll take the pollen over the August heat.
Oh, that's true.
I'll take that any day.
Oh, hey, A-Rock, I'm no longer banned on Facebook. You can click me on in there if you can do it in the middle of the broadcast. Yeah, I think I was banned again from Facebook for the entire first quarter.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what I did, but you can't be fun on Facebook anymore. There's definitely the Facebook police.
There's yes. We have lost satire.
That's right. Yeah.
This generation we're gone. There's no satire.
No.
It's over.
I will tell you one of my favorite real estate groups I'm in, and they've actually had to make, and there's a car groups that are like this too, where it's kind of like no holds bar, just post whatever funny stuff you want to, and people with thin skin they eventually ban pretty quick. But Facebook goes back and then bans the moderator from their own group. It's a private group. Like what? Like there are some funny, like the Real Estate Memes Uncensored group is hilarious, but you better have some thick skin. I'm going to tell you that right now, especially if you're a little bit older realtor. Like you better buckle up. It's going to be pretty funny. Realtor.
Oh,
Realtor. So if you're an older realtor, in fact, me mispronouncing that, if that gets you in a twist, don't join that group. But anyway, so there's a bunch of these really great groups on Facebook. Anyway, so long story short, what's today? Oh, Culling of the Herd is today's show.
So we are, we just looked at some more data. I think you put that out on Facebook too. This spring is going to be crazy.
It is going to be a bloodbath in the spring.
Boy, these next 90 days are going to be absolutely insane. These houses are selling in days for cash over listing, right?
60% of houses, not just in Houston, but in the entire country, are selling in 2 weeks or less. 60%.
That's a beautiful thing.
So if you think you're going to do your wholesaling, I'm an awesome wholesaler, I'm going to go to the wholesaling class, and you're dead, man.
That is over, right?
You're over. In fact, it's so funny. It's like not only is there no real estate crash coming, but there are a lot of wholesalers. You know what I'd love to know? I would love to know the cost per lead for home investors right now. I bet
we know one or two.
I bet it's 4 digits. I bet it costs $1,000 for them to get a phone to ring when somebody wants to sell them a house.
I would agree.
It would not surprise me. It's got to be so expensive right now. And the question is why? Nobody wants to sell a home. There's no houses to buy. There's no houses to sell.
Or they're acutely aware of how much. What did that house across the street sell for? Oh my God!
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Right, I got a house across the street that's 1,200 square feet less than mine, just sold for $250.
This is nuts.
And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
What'd you buy yours for?
$292.
So you bought yours for $30,000 more 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
Through 2 years now.
2 years ago.
No, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years, and one that's 1,000 square foot less.
1,200 more, plus a pool, plus a bigger lot, plus a 3-car garage. Yes.
Yeah, it's.
I said when my house gets to 4.25, I'm out.
Yeah, going to do something else.
I'm out, man. That's good.
You know what? I'm poking around in the neighborhood in which I live. Not in the neighborhood I live now, but the one we're rehabbing that house in. I actually saw a duplex with a garage apartment. Popped up on Craigslist for like $250.
Oh, should buy it.
I was like,
immediately.
I saw that last night in my drug-fueled, Facebook watching.
Yep.
Drug is in NyQuil. There's nothing crazy. It was NyQuil and Claritin D. So usually I just buy houses with a couple of beers, right? So anyways, I saw that and I was like, I bookmarked it. I'm like, I'm going to go back and look at that one again. But we're at the point. Anything under the median home price, $275, buy it. Do not join. Let me put it this way. I'm starting to get really, really fired up lately because I'm seeing some really stupid stuff get posted. Let me save you $25,000 right now. Do not sign up for anybody's $25,000 mentoring program or coaching program. I'm going to save you $25,000 right now. Buy every single house that cash flows under the median home price. It's that simple. It's no harder than that. It's not any harder. That's it. That's the whole secret. But Jason, what about that? No. I know. I get it. You're really smart. You're an engineer with 6 PhDs. I get you're a super smart guy. It's no more difficult than this, dude. 275 or below, cash flows, buy it. Done.
Yep.
Anything else is just a distraction.
Big one.
275 or below, buy it, rent it out, go to the next one.
All right.
It's no more difficult than that. You want to make it difficult because your ego requires it. You really do. You want to make it more difficult because you think you're that smart. And the reality is you're not.
Right.
All you got to do is buy it, cash flow it, go to the next one.
Yep.
Like the wealthiest landlords I know are nowhere within sniffing distance of being a Nobel laureate. And that's putting it nicely. Mm-hmm. Do you know why? Because they figured out, wait a minute, I just buy this thing.
Yep. Is it cash flow?
Does
Yep.
it cash flow? Yes.
Check.
And it's probably going to appreciate.
Check.
I'll buy 1,000 of those.
Yep.
It's no more difficult than that, guys. But y'all seem to make it so much harder than it really is. You know what I love? Or that our mastermind is full of absolutely brilliant people.
Very smart.
Extremely smart people. And what I think's so funny, I watch it. This is my favorite part of our mastermind. They get in, they've bought a couple houses in the past, then they get in with us and they buy like 6, 7, 8. And then they're literally sitting there with like 2 beers in them and a happy hour. And they're like, Jason, you were right all along. It really is just buy them and cash flow them and move on to next. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Secrets of real estate here.
Like, why didn't I do that before? I'm like, I don't know, Jim. I don't get it.
Guys, this is Jason and Robert here with world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Check out our new website, mrtxre.com. MR is in Mr. TX is in Texas. RE is in real estate.com. Jason and Robert, we will be back.
So Brian's going to be in later today.
Oh,
He's at the auction trying to buy a house.
is he?
Not the Harris County one because that one got canceled again. He's
His
like-
house.
No, not his personal house.
Like a house he has.
a house he wants to buy.
Oh, okay, got it.
If he's going to buy it, I think an investor is going to buy it. He's going to lend on it.
Got it.
Welcome back. Our show today is sponsored by Claritin D. Do not get regular Claritin. Get the D. You need the full-on D here in Texas. That
Yep.
stands for decongestant.
Oh, my God.
And it has acetaminophen in it, which is in a high enough concentration where you could make meth. So you have to go to the counter to go get it. It drives me crazy.
Oh, that's why that is. Yes.
Yes, because you
Got
can
it.
make meth with it. So for those of you who are meth heads, you know that. For those of us who took organic chemistry, you know that. So
Right.
anyway,
Hey, so we're talking about culling the herd.
culling the herd.
So we've done pretty well to this point, and what we've decided to do, based on the advice of our accountant and mentor and a few other folks, is we're going to cull our herd about 20% every year now moving forward.
And the reason we have to do it is we've got so many losses in other parts of our business. Depreciation really is what it comes down to.
Right.
That they're like, hey, you might as well take some profits now because you can write it off. And
Yeah,
so there's this kind of kabuki theater on the tax side. So we're taking some profits and putting some money in our pocket.
So if there's ever been a reason to join our mastermind, it's going to be tomorrow night.
Yes.
So we're selling all the rental properties. We're holding our number at the 1% number. What does that mean? What's the 1% rule, Jason?
The gross rent must equal 1% of the total value of the house.
Right.
So if the house is worth $150, it's got to rent for $1,500 a month.
Yep. So we've got some 4 units.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 6 units. We've got some other 4 units.
Mm-hmm.
So we're putting this stuff on the street to our mastermind. Off market, we're going to have one real estate agent take care of the transactions just so it's clean. And this stuff is it's going to hold the 1% rule for sure.
Yeah.
And it's going to appreciate. There's a lot of running room left on these, but these are the ones that we looked at that just had some big margins, but also some big mortgage payments. We're like, hey, you know what? Let's make some money and let's cut our overhead a little bit, and then we can take our profit, and it's substantial, Jason. I looked at it yesterday, and I pulled 2 back off the sell list.
Oh, you took 2 off?
Yeah, I took 13th because there was no second on there. I thought there was a second on there.
Okay.
And I pulled back Bengal.
Oh, I see Bengal was still on here. Oh, we're going to keep that one, huh?
Yeah, it's just too nice.
So I'm looking at what is our Heights property may go to investor.
Yep.
We have another one. I think that's an 8 unit. I can't remember how many it's on there now. Let's see, retail.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6 unit.
And we have a 13 unit we're going to put on the block.
We're going to put that out at a 7 cap.
Okay.
So, and that's a perfect one, and we'll live with you while you do your syndication on it and all that good stuff. But yeah, we got a 7 cap for small apartment going out.
So we've got just a couple of little deals that we're going to float out there for you guys.
And I think we probably have like 2 retails and then 2 Airbnbs if people want to take them up. But the Airbnbs we're selling to retail.
Yeah. We're selling a couple down at Surfside.
Yep.
And yeah, just I had a dream last
One
night.
at Surfside, just one.
Well, just one. Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm not selling 2. Oh, because it's not finished yet.
Yep.
We got one that we're rehabbing right now in Surfside. Actually, we got a couple rehabbing Surfside.
Yeah.
So I had this dream of finally getting one that's actually on the beach in Surfside, and then I've been flirting with this. I'm still going back and forth with the Vegas guy. I'm finding there's 2 on the market there that I really like in Vegas. We're gonna end up with one of them. I'm just letting the seller sweat.
Yeah.
I get this like, oh, Jason, you don't understand. We've had 6 showings this weekend. I'm like, dude, your property's been on the market for 19 months. Like.
Right.
It's that classic, like they try and get you whipped into a tizzy. I'm like, I know what the condo market looks like on the Strip, and it's a bloodbath right now, right? So I'm like, there's me and 2 other guys that are buying $1 million condos in Vegas. That's it. Nobody else is buying them, right? So I'm just kind of like, I'm not in a hurry.
Yep.
But I flirted with the idea, and I'm going to reach back out to Charlie. I think I'm going to buy something in Mexico. I think it's time to, because that'll also put together our pathway for
Dual citizenship.
there.
I don't like Mexico though.
I do. I like it. I like it.
So anyway, tomorrow night, mastermind members here in the building. Mm-hmm. There's a couple guys, because we're world renowned, right? So there's people from out of state. They want to Zoom it, so we'll Zoom it. We'll put our little package together. But again, they're all going to hold. All those multi-units are going to hold a 1% rule, and the small apartment is going to go out at a 7 cap. Yep. And there's, some are, and I think we have 2 flips that we're in the middle of that we're just going to liquidate. Kind of like stage 1 is done, but now we're on the stage 2. So there's some things there. So there's one we're selling that it just, you have to let your children go at some point, right? So you can't be emotionally attached to all of them. But the one that had that, we're sitting on almost a full acre.
Oh, yeah.
That we could have did another 8 unit on and a 4 unit. I'm very sad on that one, but someone will take that. We're going to do that one at 85% minus repairs.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's a buy and hold, 85% minus repairs.
Well, and you can add more units to it. So
there's enough land, and the way we're running the sprinkler system is we could absolutely add more to it. Yep. Mm-hmm. That was a very sad one. The big one, the all that free real estate we got was another one. We're selling one of those. Again, we're probably selling our best and most trafficked Airbnb.
Yeah.
Selling the number 1 Airbnb, but we're taking it retail. Like, it's going retail.
Paying full freight, but it's our number 1 Airbnb, and it crushes it. And no, it's not in Surfside if you guys are asking.
No, it's not.
When you show up Wednesday, we're going to show you which one's the most traffic, and you're going to be like, you're kidding me. I'm like, This is the one.
Yep.
This is the greatest deal here.
The other thing is 4 of them are with Jet.
Yes.
So we're clearing out our hard money debt. The higher interest rate. That was a big motivator. What's the highest interest that we're not ready to refi yet?
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
We're going to sell these.
Sell these. Yep. So, if you're part of the mastermind, you're welcome to come look at this off-market stuff. Again, we're going to hold the 1% rule, 7 cap on small apartments. Man, would have been a good time to join the mastermind. It's not too late. Join today. It's $12,500.
Make it back on your first
You make
deal.
it back. First deal. People.
Get join today, make it back tomorrow.
Yeah. You can just keep making offers.
That don't go anywhere.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
What was it you were telling me? You were chatting with somebody that made 50 offers and they got one, and it wasn't even that great.
Yeah, it was bad, and he just kept going up against cash, and he was, he was pre-approved, great number, jumbo loan, all that stuff, but everything kept going in front of him, cash.
Here's what will blow you away right now. And we're looking at, let me put it this way. I'm looking at this model. I don't know what that means for us, but I'm really interested in the model. There's a company in Austin that just did a $25 million C round of fundraising. And what they're doing is they're setting themselves up in such a way that homeowners can make offers like investors. It's like hard money for retail homeowners. And they're able to close in 10 days with cash.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. That was
It's
interesting.
a really interesting model. Now, what does that mean? Now, why do I bring that up? What does that mean for the rest of you guys? For you guys that are wholesalers and flippers and all that, you now have retail homeowners that are making offers like you are.
Yep.
That are just as competitive.
Closing in 14 days, all cash.
Yeah. So I really feel for the wholesalers out there because really now they're just acting more like real estate agents anyway.
They should just become agents.
They should just become agents. And like I've said, this market does not get any easier until 2028.
No.
This is here to stay.
Yep.
It's here to stay for a while.
No, it's fourth largest market in the country. Did we think it was going to be easy all forever?
I guess so.
What are we thinking? All right, guys. Hey, Robert and Jason here with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us at night, in your ear, on your podcast, or watching us live on YouTube and Facebook. We'll be back.
Is it playing on my personal page?
Because he had already started it, so he's going to have to.
Do you want to restart it? Because I notice how many people show up there when I pop in. Yeah, that's fine. If I remember my sign is. All right, let me see if I can sign in.